If you're very good at communicating with people, understanding their feelings, this video is for you, melancholic. Hi, my name is Natalia Mascarenhas. Welcome to my channel. We are doing the last video of the series of the temperaments, explaining each temperament separately. Today I'm gonna talk about melancholics. They are so lovely, and if there wasn't melancholics in the world, we wouldn't have music, we wouldn't have art, we wouldn't have so many poems. From all the temperaments, melancholics are the most emotional ones. You can check our temperament cross and see that melancholics, they are dry and cold. So they are right here on this corner. What does the dryness and the coldness do with melancholics? The coldness makes them extremely emotional, makes them very empathetic, while the dryness makes them less sociable. So they do like people, but they don't like to be with people all the time. They don't like to be the center of attention. So they are more reserved. If you are melancholic, you know that you feel a lot, you feel other people's pain, and you feel like you want to help people a lot. If you don't know that you are melancholic, but you are a people pleaser and you are very harmed by what people do around you, to you, and to themselves, you are probably a melancholic. There is no way you're going to be other temperament, to be honest, because melancholics, they are very specific. The way to describe them is emotional, and not necessarily that they are emotionally immature, because emotionally immature melancholic is going to be the kind of melancholic that think that everything is about them, that everybody is talking about them, everybody is thinking about how to hurt them, or whatever people do is with the intention towards you. This can be a melancholic behavior of immaturity, just because they are very emotional and not so rational as the cholerics. On the list of sociability, the melancholics are on the third place, which means that sanguines are the most sociable, cholerics are the second, melancholics the third, and phlegmatics the last. And if you don't recognize this, then you have to watch my other videos where I talk about the other three temperaments, the sanguine, phlegmatic, and choleric, and then you come back to this video. As well, you can also watch the other one where I explain each temperament to understand their differences, where you can also learn more about temperament cross that I made. On the list of energy, the melancholics are also not the most high. So we have sanguines, we have cholerics, we have melancholics, and phlegmatics again on the same way of sociability. And on the list of emotions, we have the melancholics as the winners. So melancholics are the most emotional, then we have sanguines, we have phlegmatics, and the last are cholerics. Cholerics are not heartless, but the melancholics, they are full of emotions, they are very empathetic. And this is amazing, because if you are melancholic and you're lost in life, trust me, you're going to be very good at anything that is about searching for problems, searching for perfectionism, for songs, for art, for everything that is related to showing emotions. You're going to be very good at it, because melancholics, they have this sense of expressing their emotions very well. They are also perfectionists. I already talked about the phlegmatics, how phlegmatics can be diagnosed with some mental problems, which is just a misunderstood knowledge about temperaments. Melancholics can also be diagnosed with autism, just because they are perfectionists, just because they really like everything very organized. On our line of perfectionism, we have melancholics as the winners, cholerics, sanguines, and phlegmatics. Sanguines and phlegmatics are not perfectionists at all, while the melancholics are very good at it. Melancholics, they are very good with words, but it can be that they are pointing more problems than solutions. If you have a relationship with a melancholic, it's very often that they are gonna tell you everything that is going wrong instead of giving you solutions of how you improve. This is a point to work on melancholic. So try to stop thinking about everything that is not perfect and think about everything that is good enough. Because melancholics, they can be so negative. They're only thinking about everything that is not perfect, instead of thinking how everything is great. Something else that melancholics can improve on is on their emotions. Melancholics are extremely emotional, so many times they will be less rational. So depending on the kind of person you're talking about, not being rational is gonna interfere on your communication. If you talk to cholerics and you say a lot like, I feel like, it's not good. On the other hand, if you have a partner who is a melancholic and you say, is this and that, they are not going to understand you. So if you have a partner who is a melancholic, or if you work with someone who is a melancholic, saying I feel that is going to work better. If you're dealing with melancholics, it's better if you're more emotional. If you are melancholic and you're dealing with others, it's better if you're more rational. Please like this video and share with all the melancholics you know, or everyone who needs to learn how to deal with melancholics, because they are just the sweetest people. They are very nice to have around you, to be the kind of person who is always going to understand your feelings when even you don't understand. And if you have to deal with a melancholic, learn to be more emotional. And melancholics, don't forget, be more positive than negative. Leave a comment here if you have already figured out your temperament. Thank you for watching. Bye!